I've had this kit, beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's lovely, and I almost don't want to play with it. I've also purchased things that I've gotten from other shops that are either too pretty, too nice, too lovely, whatever two you want to insert in there. We got to change that mindset a little bit. Today I'm going to talk about the weird pressure that we put on ourselves, that pressure to use it the right way. I'm going to talk about some of these things while I create with the kit. I have so many different things that have already sparked my interest. These label tags, I think it would be wonderful if we could do something in that shape with the cut corners and then the little string goes when you have the T. I look at this oval shape. I could cut along here and create a separation between the two and maybe layering something underneath. I love the different spines of the books. How can I create that? I could use the postcard, use this as a spine along with the vellum and the acetate. Sometimes the littlest decisions feel overwhelming and too big to handle. And like, how do I quiet that inner critic? Because I have certainly messed up so many things along the way. I cannot count the number of times that I've messed something up, but I always come back to, is it fixable? Can I fix it? 100% yes. A lot of the times we are doing things in fear. So while I'm crafting, I'm really just kind of put myself in a little zone, and I don't really think about making a mistake because I'm feeling comfortable and confident in the space, right? If you're a newbie crafter or you are just subscribed to KRODesigns or whatever, and you're not sure how to use the items, I think that's where a lot of the fear comes into play. I really want to use the stamp because that's a really interesting specialty item. And I got to thinking that some people actually might not own ink that goes with the stamp. So if you don't have any ink, you can certainly use Tombow markers. In the description box below, if you're interested in, I have put a Colors of September Tombow marker guide. And you guys can go ahead and find that in the description box and go ahead and print that out. With a square, I can just line stuff up and go to town stamping. And if it doesn't turn out perfect, I'm going to be just fine with it because I'm trying my best, using what I have and experimenting. Sometimes I do give myself time limits, and that is not just because of my time limits. It's because I'm trying to force myself to make quick decisions. A lot of the time we get stuck in the weeds, as I like to call it, and we can't make a decision. Does this sticker look good here? Does this sticker look good here? You don't know what you should do. So give yourself a time limit and let that work for you. If it's good enough, it's so much better done than perfect. If I'm afraid of messing up, I look at what do I have the most of? And in this case, I have this ginormous roll of labels. What can I use with these labels that would use them up? If I mess up, I can use certainly another one to make a correction, either to put on top or whatnot. So in this case, I am going to use the labels as kind of like a spine down the middle because I certainly have enough and we might as well use them if I've got them. And if you really are having some anxiety about using the products, maybe you can design some of the items onto maybe sticker release paper, make a test layout to see how you feel about it. That way you get rid of all of your nerves and your jitteriness all out. So it's okay to make adjustments. I do it all the time. And if it doesn't work out or it peels it up, I'll just stick it right back down and get over it. Using my printable with my Chapters of September Tombow markers, I'm gonna go ahead and color. I certainly can make adjustments or put in one of these teacups if I don't like my coloring. So you might want to think about, if you're scared about making a mistake, just think about the supplies that you have on hand to make those corrections. And remember the inside of the first sticker we cut to make the surround here. This is the inside of it because it came in 3 pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and just add it here to the top to add just one extra layer of lovely. It doesn't have to be perfect at all to be meaningful, that's for sure. Every smudge, every crooked sticker, it's all part of the story that we've created for ourselves. And isn't that a beautiful story as it is? I'm going to actually round the corners because of these are also rounded. So you can start off with different sizes of rounding to see what works best for what you're looking for. I started off with my medium. While that looks lovely, I can go ahead and put that in there. And it's a great way to cover up that backside. But in this case, I'm only going to be adhering these 3 sides because I want to leave a space for my stickers. I'm going to attach the acetate that I was nervous about using. I have cut it down to size. I think a lot of times my nervousness, I feel better after I get it cut, if I know I'm going to be using those extra pieces for something extra special. So I'll be saving those for the next project I do with the stationery kit. I'm purposely trying not to make it perfect, which is also one of my tricks, because if you try to make it perfect, it won't be. So if you intentionally make it try to be very crafty looking, sometimes that's a great benefit. Now I have a cute little notebook cover that is the bee's knees or the tea's knees. I've used some of the materials that I really was scared of using to begin with, and I made something beautiful. You never know what you're gonna get. If you've got a kit sitting on the shelf, just pull it out and start. You guys got this. Even if it's messy, especially if it's messy, it's always going to be something that you created with love. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget your free printable in the description box below. Bye guys, love ya.